as a man, you should always get a high-paying job so that you can potentially take care of a family. But you should also make sure you have enough spare time to spend with your spouse so that they don't get lonely. If you're a father, you need to be there for and support your children. But don't try to guide them or structure them or especially discipline them in any way or you're abusive. You're expected to be masculine in order to be attractive. But you should also get in touch with your sensitive side. But not enough to cry because that makes you look weak. Women are allowed to hit you, but you should never hit them back. If you even want the chance of having a woman, be prepared to take her out to a fancy dinner and a fancy car and get her flowers and drinks and all of that. But don't expect or ask for anything in return, because then you're pushy. Remember, you have to dote on the girl in every possible way. But in the end, it's her decision as to whether or not all of your time and energy was worth her giving you anything in return. And if she leaves you after a 6-year-long relationship, remember, she's just doing what's best for her. But if you leave her after 6 years, you're a scumbag who obviously never cared. Make sure you're intelligent or women are going to look down on you. But women are always right, so they're going to look down on you anyway. Plus, if you're really smart, they're going to see you as arrogant. And be confident, because confidence is sexy. But don't be cocky. Sleep with too many women and you're just a man whore who's afraid of commitment. But don't sleep with enough women and you're less desirable because of your inexperience. Be independent, but do what you're told. Have high standards, but not high expectations. Accept women at their best and their worst. But change every negative aspect of yourself in order to prove your love. You're a man, you should have all the answers. But if you have all the answers, you're a narcissist. You can't win!
It's not the same as it was.
Welcome to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I will drop a whole new video. Thank you for coming by. Today's video is going to be about things that couples should discuss before they get into a serious relationship. Not on the first date or the second date, when you're getting to know each other. But now, unless if you knew each other before and then you're going to start filling in gaps with the person that you don't know. And this occurred to me because when you have friendships, I'm talking about good friendships, you're not afraid to be honest with the person, to tell them how it is. At least how it is with men. With women, sometimes y'all lie to each other. And this is why I think sometimes women have big falling outs. Because they'll tell each other a bunch of stuff. Either one tells all their business to somebody else that they don't like or just piss their business out there, or either they find out that they was lying about something, or they was talking behind somebody's back, or they caught them in a lie. Men can do this too, but I know it's the only time men tend to do this is when you would think it wouldn't matter. It could be like in a job environment, or I know this happens a lot in like the rap game, because you have two guys working with each other and One may not like the other one, but only because the other one is on and popping right now, they're going to work with him. But then it'll come back that he talk behind somebody's back, or either his boys isn't cool with him, so he has to take the side of boys. I don't know. That's a totally different thing. Anyway, get back focused because I trailed off just a little bit. This is a conversation that couples should have about each gender role that the person should have. Now, that's not to say that a person can come back to the table and ask for assistance with that, even though there's a double standard here. Men is usually not going to uh, be able to do that to a woman in most cases, because certain things that men supposed to do, society says, other men says, and then women start chirping what a real man should do, will start bubbling forth. Now, women, on the other hand, do not want to be put in a box. I kind of understand because I guess back in the 1950s, 60s, or way back when, you will have, or either I have seen like on old movies or something, that men would either tell women to be seen but not heard, or either to get in the kitchen or to make me some food or something. And this is why a lot of times, while I do think a man should be like the leader, only because he takes a lot of responsibility in the relationship. And when things fall apart, a woman can always jump back and say, like, hey, that's not me, that's the man's job. So, because of that, a man should be the leader. But however, though, he should not be like an arm fisted tyrant. Now, at the same time, there are different types of women, and some women do need that type of well, not abusive dictatorship, but they, well, I've heard them say they like a guy to be aggressive with them. This is why I think some women go for thugs or something. Maybe their dad was like that. So, therefore, that's what they will tend to go to. Anyway, let me play this video right now and I'll be right back.
Places that men and women have roles.
Oh yeah.
All right, will you say it? Because people get
you
mad
better
when
believe it.
I say
I'm from this. Yeah, you better believe it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, well, I'm only from Jersey.
Yeah,
but I do believe that
yeah.
if he wants a sandwich,
You make daddy a sandwich.
Respect. You say that in a room full of women. Not too many dudes would say that. I'm not even sure if I would say that, but I'm trying to work my way up to it. I know Steve Harvey definitely would not say that.
most of the time.
No. Let me ask you this. Well, okay, let me ask you this. If me and you out and somebody say something slick to you,
You punch him in the face.
You want me to smack him in his mouth,
Yep,
right?
That's right.
So if I take you on a date and I say, look, baby, we gonna go Dutch.
No.
Exactly. If we walking up to the car and I don't open your car door, what do you say?
Open the door.
You better believe it.
Yeah, no, I am with you. I think
So you make daddy a sandwich.
I think I will after I get out of the shower. But it'll get done.
If I'm outside cutting that grass, bring daddy some lemonade. It's hot outside. I'm cutting all this grass.
But what?
And he's right. He's right. I probably wouldn't say go make me a sandwich because that's where I think feminism came from, with dudes talking to women like they were servants. I think this is why subconsciously women be fighting that. Hey, hun, could you get me a sandwich, please? And then she could get you a sandwich. But I also think it would be better if people are a little bit more attentive. I mean, now that is one of my superpowers. And I understand not a lot of people have that. Maybe that's one of my love language things, acts of service or something. A lot of times I will do something like once I kind of know the person, I'll do something without them having to ask me to do it. But remember, not every guy is built that kind of way, and not every woman is built that kind of way too. And this is where we need to have certain conversations. Now, bear in mind, to men out here that's done with relationships, this is not for you. You don't have to do it. Do this if this is your thing of like you're trying to make it work with a woman. You two need to communicate more, both of you. Now, if she's not communicating with you, then fuck it. Okay, but I'm saying at least try to communicate, because I will admit that men a lot of times will not say stuff, or sometimes we'll say stuff the wrong kind of way. And a lot of times we won't say stuff because we either scared to say something, or either um, I guess the same thing like women, we expect them to already know. So yeah, basically, when you're in a relationship, and this also includes if you are like on like a team, a basketball team, a football team, everybody has a position. Everybody has something that they have to do. Now, of course, though, the person that's running the point guard, maybe they can't run point guard today. Then somebody else has to run the point guard. Not everybody's relationship can work like that. But that is why you have to communicate and see where the other one's coming from. However, we do have certain roles, because I know certain roles that women want men to do. So I'm asking for men out here that still may be trying. Because bear in mind, there's a lot of men that say, like, we are done, at least done with the women in the West. But my plea to women that will listen is that try to communicate and then try to cooperate with your man, you know. Or if you don't mind saying it, then you can use that submission thing. I'm not, as I say, I do not use that word because I know how most of you are going to take it. And really though, I think uh really is a cooperation. Like you are cooperating with the man. And in a way, he has to cooperate with you as well. So, is there anything more I need to add with this? No, this is like a straightforward video. Uh, you guys, I hope you take some of my advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to share some of the mistakes that I made. Like with my channel, I'm pointing out definitely what women are doing wrong that a lot of men are either oblivious to and women will deny. And I'm also trying to show some women how they can be better women. And at the same time, showing where men be dropping the ball as well. Because we both be dropping the ball. And nobody wants to take responsibility for their part in dropping the ball. It's kind of annoying. So that's it. Have a good night.
You want a guy that's sweet, a guy that's tough, a feminist who likes to pay for stuff, the kind of guy that gets along with your friends without being attracted to any of them. A good boy, a bad boy, a good bad boy, a half good, half bad, half boy. Loves your brother sensitive but not weekend. Is a great lover, calls your mother on the weekend. Now you might think that this guy only exists in your mind. But guess what? You're right. If you want love, lower your expectations a few, because Prince Charming would never settle for you. If you want love, just pick a guy and love him. And if he's got a thing for feet, say sweep me off them. Now
Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, 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 oh.
Coochie down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But when it out, she a silly hoe. Cause she know the freaking style get plenty dough. She don't get nothing from a nigga dough. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Kinda send it out, but I'm never out. But I put them in a dirt with the penny low. No tint out on my window. So you see a nigga shining in the window. Holy, got me feeling like Jim Jones. I'm a pimp out, no limp out. Couldn't copy my style in Kinko's. Put it work. Run up on the killer, then I put him in the dirt. Run up in the building, so they gon' smirk. That's what a nigga get when they get into my nerves. I ain't lying.
I still wanna run to you.